There's a certain feeling that you get when you walk into a room and feel like you are immediately being watched. You feel like you're being monitored by the way that you speak, the way that you walk, the way that you handle your mannerisms, all put on a scoreboard to see if the people accept you or reject you. We've all been in these moments and we've all had to make a critical decision. A, you fall under mental pressure and conform to what you think people will like you for, or B, you reject that and rebel and actually live in your own sense of the way. You live by your own truths and your own beliefs, keeping peace within yourself. Not being inspired by the masses and what's trending, but being inspired by what you believe, even if it is seen as weird. And if you're someone who really wants to be a one-of-one individual in this creative space, this is truly one of the most important things that you can have in your arsenal when a lot of people are afraid to have their own opinion. You want to bless the world with something that can't be replicated, something that only you can bless the world with unapologetically, without taking in what it costs. The creativity and originality come with your weirdness. The weirdness that dwells within that weird thing that you say that you may not be comfortable enough to say in public. That weird thing that you're interested in that a lot of people would be ashamed to admit. But these are not things to be ashamed of. These are things that make you you and give you that ability to give the world something that cannot be replicated. Filtering that can bring peace and acceptance with the ones around you, sure, I agree with that, but at what cost? You must then make another critical decision of being at peace with the world and at war with yourself, or being at war with yourself and at peace with the world. Because truly, something being weird does not mean that it's inherently wrong. It just means that's misunderstood. For Michael Jackson, it was his relationship with animals, his interest with helping children, his tonality, his masculinity, the way that he dressed, the way that he carried himself, all led to him being seen as weird and getting called names such as Wacko Jacko, a criminal, a homosexual, and things of that nature, all because he didn't fit the stereotype of what a man was supposed to be, of what an artist was supposed to be. An artist at that time was supposed to be interested in drugs, supposed to be interested in women, supposed to be interested in buying luxury items. When you don't fit the stereotype, you immediately get seen as weird. See, with Michael, he was different and he didn't shy away from it no matter what adversity he got from that. He was himself from the moment he made millions to the moment that he was remembered. Speaking of, nowadays Michael is remembered as the king of pop, an inspiration, an icon, a symbol of peace around the world. We don't see it in the moment, but our weirdness is what makes us stand out. It's what makes people gravitate to us. It's what makes people relate to us and build a human connection with us. With Michael Jackson, the music was truly great and that would have still made him a celebrity. But I think what truly made him a star was how weird he was, because that is what built the relationship and the human connection with his fans. Truly, Michael was weird until he wasn't. For an artist like Prince or Playboi Carti, remaining strange and not changing themselves for the masses was one of the key components to them building a long-lasting legacy. Through their redefinition of what the masculine should look like, their flamboyant mannerisms, their complex ideologies, they really tapped into a population that no one else had tapped into. A population that was waiting for someone to relate to feel seen. They remained weird and vulnerable so people could come into their world and feel like they knew the artist and not just the music. This is what built that connection. Now, you may feel alone or like no one gets you, but then I must ask, how much of yourself are you allowing people to see? When you say something, is it coming from your own thoughts or is it what you want people to hear? And trust me, there's a big difference between that. Someone can tell when you're being genuine, and that's what allows them to build that relationship with you. That genuine connection with you where they feel safe enough to be themselves. First, you must be secure enough to be yourself in order for someone else to feel like they can be themselves around you. Daring to say that weird thing and truly be who you are is just the insurance that you're getting the right people into your life. You're attracting the right crowd. You don't have to try hard with them. You don't have to clean up your mess when they've seen you at your messiest. You don't need to hide that quirk about yourself, that weird quirk, when they have experienced all of it from the get-go. And they have accepted that from the get-go too. It's not a new surprise that they must adjust themselves to. Living this way is truly a win in every sense of the way, because when you live this way, the people who don't like you, the people who find you repulsive for being weird or being just the way you are, show themselves. They have no choice. Your presence makes them annoyed. And that isn't for you to change the way that you are unless you're doing something of ill intention. That is for you to just know, okay, this person finds me weird. They're not on the same vibe as me. Bounce, know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep my vibe over here. Because the moment that you conform and change yourself for that person, you may get a little bit of peace within that friendship or group or whatever. You may feel included, but it's not truly you being included. It's the mask that you've now put on. It's whatever character you've put on in order to be accepted, which isn't truly you, and you'll forever be at war within that way. To live this way is just accepting that not everyone is going to like you, and some people are going to heavily fuck with you. And that's okay, because you wasn't put on this earth to be liked. You was put on this earth to be tested, to have the courage to be disliked, to be yourself unapologetically in all realms of life. It's the courage to be seen and the courage to not conform that will set you free. The courage to not break under mental pressure, and the courage to be misunderstood without giving an explanation. It has been your boy Men's TV, bringing back 900 thoughts from the dome to your phone. I'm out.